Hey everybody, this is Rob Does Everything here, and we're back with yet another update on a relatively quiet short-term February that could be turning into an active later-term February into the beginning of March. I don't want to keep you waiting, so let's go ahead and get right into the weather models. So here we are looking at the GFS. This is one of our long-range models, and this is just kind of showing us what the precipitation could look like as we move throughout the week. You can see a couple clippers drop through the Great Lakes region, through areas just anywhere around the Great Lakes across the north and the east of the Midwest. You can see a couple little blips of snow coming through, even around Valentine's Day, and then possibly a little bit more of a significant snowstorm coming in later, going into about closer to 2 weeks out. This is obviously very uncertain. This is a much more in the longer range of our forecasting, so we will definitely keep an eye on it. However, in the shorter term, within the next just about a week, we have a couple clippers, and that seems to be about it. So the main focus of today will actually be the possible pattern change we could be seeing. For a majority of the last few weeks, last month, it's been kind of more of this zonal flow. We've kind of broken out of that La Niña pattern we had in December that sparked all of the outbreaks that we had down south, and even up into like Iowa and up in the northern Midwest states. We had a very strong La Niña pattern, and that's kind of broken off. But now we actually have a negative PNA. And what a negative PNA is the Pacific North American telekinetic pattern. So basically, I won't get too much into the weeds of this, but a negative PNA will bring a little bit colder, wetter patterns to the west and a little bit warmer and drier patterns off to the east. So what this will do is this will actually bring low pressures or troughs through our atmosphere. So instead of having this zonal flow, we will have more troughs. I mean, sort of like you can see here, this is more of a shape of a trough. As I run this out, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This is more zonal, and then we start to get these lower pressure systems that break off and move through. Here's another one. This is probably going to be our first chance of severe, well, probably not at this point. Our next chance, here it is. Our first chance of severe weather will probably come somewhere around the 20s, right? Around the 20th, the 19th, or the 20th. Down here, down south. Again, this is really far out, so it's hard to tell. And then we have another what looks to be more significant trough moving through down here around the 22nd. Obviously, this is still pretty far out, and we could see what looks like another trough building up. But what we're seeing is the signs of a pattern change. We could be seeing a flip back to that La Niña system that sparked a lot of those December tornadoes, even the October tornadoes that happened through the plains, and parts of the Ohio Valley got some surprise cold front tornadoes. So this pattern change could usher in a much more active later end of February into the beginning of March, especially once we start to get those warmer temperatures. We could have a significantly more active, actually, severe weather looking into the beginning of March. Obviously, this is still pretty far out, so we don't have everything absolutely nailed down to a perfect degree yet. But we do know that negative PNA is starting to show signs of showing up, and is causing what looks like some of these lower pressure troughs to be dumping through. I mean, you can see the difference. This is much more zonal flow, and we get these lower pressure systems that start to break off these troughs that go through, and you can see it's one right after another. Here's the first one, then there's the second one, and here's a third one, and then there looked like there was another one behind it that becomes a little bit more zonal as it goes through. But yeah, all in all, it's a little bit quiet right now. There's not a ton going on, but we're keeping an eye on the possibility of an active severe weather streak starting into the later parts of February. So thank you so much to everybody that has both liked, subscribed, and viewed the channel over the last month. Really, if you like getting severe and winter weather updates like this one, my best recommendation is to subscribe to the channel. I try to post the most authentic information that I can about the upcoming severe and winter weather patterns. So yeah, that's about all I have for you guys. So thank you very much for watching. Stay safe out there. Peace out.